Everyone, it's Nicole Jones, 911 Colors, and I thought I would share with you the pages that I hope to color in the month of March. We're going to start with the pages that are the 26 in 2026 because those are always a priority because I want to get those 26 pages. And also, I think out of those 26, there's at least 20 that are new books. And that's not really hard for me to choose a new books because I'm fairly new to coloring. So mostly everything in my stash is uncolored. So I need to get some stuff done. So the first one is Tales from the City Among the Stars by Hannah Carlson. And I want to do this candy. I think that says candy. I don't know what that says. I thought for sure it said candy, but it doesn't look like candy right now. Anyway, this page here, I haven't done a lot of like houses and stuff, so I thought this would be fun. And I think, I think it should go somewhat fast. We will see. And I think Karen from A Colorful Country Life, does she have a tutorial on this one? I don't know. We will see. If not, I'll have to figure it out. If she does, I'll, follow her tutorial. And if not, I'll try to figure it out on my own. So the second one is Mina Reza Dirch Asian. And it is this one here with the whale. I think that should go again fairly quickly. Those books too are small, so I find you can get through a page really, quickly. And this I will be following Karen from my Colorful Country Life's tutorial, and we'll be coloring that in. So that's the second page from the 26 in 2026. And the next one is Fragile World by Kirby Rosannes. And I had said when I picked this, I said I was going to do one side. I am going to try and do both sides because if I'm going to take out the pencils, I might as well just do it. So we will see how I might regret that decision. But, if I'm starting on the panda, I might as well do the other panda. If I'm doing the bamboo, I might as well do the bamboo. And same thing with the leaves. I'm sure it's going to feel really long because there is a lot. But there's not. I've already, I'm going to follow Karen from my Colorful Country Life. I sound like a broken record. And I've already went through the video and picked out all the colors. So I know what I need for this. So I just want to take it out once and get 2 pages done. And in February, I think I got 0 double page spread done. And in January, I got 2. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to try and do another double page spread. March is another month where if I want to get 26 in 2026, and it's not 26 pages, I guess it's 26 spreads is what I'm going for, or 26 different books. I need to do 3 in March, or try to do 3 in March. So those are the 3 from my 26 and 2026, but that's not the only pages that I plan on working on. So if you're new to my channel, make sure to check out every Saturday. I upload a weekly whips and chat, and I talk about all the whips that I'm working on, and we actually work on a page together. And so I plan on, working on a lot of these, at least 4 of these layouts on these weekly whips. And it would just kind of chat and hang out. So the next one is Botanicum by Maria Trolley. And I just saw that it says special edition. I don't know what the special edition is about, but the paper feels great. So maybe I want to do this one here. And this one, I want to follow Shelly from Shell's Coloring Journeys tutorial. and do this page. And I think she uses mainly Inktense to do this, from what I can remember, and maybe Neo Color 2s for the background. But this book just feels so great. I just got this in, so it's great that I'm already going to be doing a page from there. The next one is Romantic Country, the second tale by Erie. And I need to start coloring in her books because I've been buying all the books from Erie. So I haven't colored one page in her book. So I want to do this one here. And I'm pretty sure it's My Colorful Country Life. I'm going to follow her tutorial and try to get this done. I think for the first few months, I'm going to be following other people's tutorial. And for a few books, for me to kind of, pick out my own colors and stuff. Because I did it for a couple of books this month, and ooh, it takes a long time. So if I, want to get quite a few pages done, it's going to help. And I'm still building my skills, if you will. The next one I want to work in is Lulu's House of Wonder. And I don't know about you guys, but once I start on a book, I just want to keep coloring in the same books instead of going and getting a new book. And that's the thing with Lulu Mayo. This book here, I just want to keep coloring in this book. I've already done 2 pages. So really I could say, okay, well now I can, move on to another book. And so there's one here, and I think there's one at the beginning. Yeah. But no, I just want to get the next page done. So this page here with the 2 squirrels, that's the one I want to do next. And I'm going to follow Erica from Elm Colors. And I just think it's just stinking adorable. And I can't wait to do it. And it's going to be alcohol markers and pencils is what I'm going to do for that one. The next one is R.J. Hampson's Steampunk Revival. And this one here is going to be just me finding the colors. I figured there's not a lot, right? There's the vine or the tree branch all the way around. There's the tree, the bigger tree branch, and then the little snail and the little fairy. She's so cute. And some mushrooms and a few little things here and there. But I think, that will be the one that I do on my own and pick out the colors and everything. So I can't wait to do that one. That'll be definitely alcohol markers and some type of colored pencils, whether it's the polychromos or Prismacolors. Not quite sure yet. So we will be working on that. The next book is Fairy Tale Worlds by Maria Trolley. And in February, we worked on this page. And when I did the background for that page, I did the background for this page too. And I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Now I'm going to follow Jess from Coloring Bumblebee to do this one here. She didn't put a background to hers, but I wanted a background, and I just love it. So it's all the same pencils as this side, and I thought instead of putting the pencils away, just get the page that is across from it done, and then it's just going to be, I can put them away, and then I can move on to another page. This is another book that I think I'm going to choose a page from every month and get a page done from this book every month. There was some stuff there in the spine. So this one here, you'll be seeing over and over because I plan on doing some pages in, or a page in it every month. So I'm looking forward to that. The next book I've colored, this is probably the book that I've colored the most pages in. I think I have 1, let's just count for fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've done 7 pages in this, and I want to keep it going. I don't want to stop. So for the month of March, I want to color this zebra. And then that's what I want to start now is like, okay, I've done all this, you know, all one page. I want to try and do the second side. So this month I'm going to do this one. You know, I'm going to try and do that one at one point and this one. And then over here, there's the snake. I'd love to do this one and this one. Like really try, and this one. Really try to do both sides of the page just so that they're done. And again, I'm going to follow Karen from My Colorful Country Life and try to whip that out. So I think there's a couple this month, maybe just one, that I'm going to be doing sort of like my own tutorial, and I might do one in here too. This is going to be the last book. This is A Million Mermaids, Magical Creatures to Color by Lulu Mayo. This is the edition that Nikki sent me from the UK, and I want to start coloring in it right away. I just think it's so stinking cute, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to choose a page yet or not. I don't know. I really love this one. There's another one that I really love. This is a double page spread. Otherwise, I would really love it. But I'm like, I don't know if I can do another double page spread, even though these are really small. This is not a double page spread. I kind of really like it too. I love this one. There's just so many. I just wish it was single-sided and then I could use alcohol markers, but I heard that these take watercolors really good, so I'm going to be using Neo Colors or Inktense and maybe my Albert Dürers in here. I really like this one too, but again, it's a double page spread, but I don't think it's going to be that hard. You know what? I think I will do this one. Let me just look. Let me just look before I commit. See, this one is a little harder to do. I like this one too. I know I said I didn't want to do, I really like this one too. So it'll be between, see, this is cute too. A little bit more involved than the double page spread I said. So it'll be between this one and this one. It just depends how much time I have left in the month when I get to this one. So we will see, but I do love this one. I don't think it'd be that difficult to do. I decided to add a few more pages to be colored or to be started, so whips for March, because what's happening is my weekly whip and chats, I'm starting whips, but I'm finishing them. So I decided to kind of tweak those for the month of March. Instead of starting one whip every week, I'm going to be starting 2, and I'm going to be spending 45 minutes on each of the whips. So that means I need more pages to color, you know, or to start. So I have a couple of pages chosen out of here, maybe 3. Doesn't mean I'm going to start all 3, but it gives me options. So Lost in Time by R.J. Hampson. So I have someone that possibly wants to do a buddy color, and I don't know if she wants to do it in March or April, but I'm going to put it here in case it is in March. So that's the page that we would color, and I love that. If you saw my haul, that was one of my, you know, top 3. So that one there, maybe if we do the color along in March. If not, you know, it'll be in April or whatever. Then I want to do the distant future. I think it's so cute, and RJ Hampson does have a color along for that one, so I thought I would follow his color placement kind of thing. I guess this one, those were the two. Yeah, the two pages that I want to start during those weekly whips. I want to start a page in Matchstick Mouse by Morgan or Brian. And you notice how I say I want to start. The whole point of these weekly whips and chat is to have more whips on the go, you know? And then all of a sudden in a month, hopefully I'll get a whole bunch done because I'll have all these whips going. But I want to do this one. Oh, I love this one. Just makes me think of sourdough bread. And yeah, I think it's going to be fairly simple. So great for a whip and chat. And I want to work on that one. Now, I think Mountain King is where I have like 3 of them by RJ Hampson. March is the month of dragons. So I want to do this one here, and RJ Hampson has a tutorial again. So I want to follow his tutorial, or at least a lot of times what I'll do is I'll fast forward to the end and I'll just look at the color placements, and then I choose my own colors, you know, my own markers, and match it as best as I can. And then the second one, so this one is called Enchanted Gate. The next one is Woodland Dryad. And I think this is so cute. And again, he has a tutorial. So I definitely probably want to do this one. And again, because it's the month of dragons. I mean, these are dragon butterflies, but how cute are those? And this is called Morning Hunt. And again, I don't know if he has a tutorial for that one, but if not, I'll figure it out on my own. And it's not that involved, right? Like there's 2 little dragons, some like a twig or whatever, branch, and then a few flowers and leaves and a few dragonflies. Oh, and a ladybug. So I don't think this will take too long, but I love all of these. I might as well keep those in there so my pages are easier to find. And then another dragon book. So this is Mythographic Dragon Spell, and I think the one that's the least intimidating to me in this book is this one right here. There isn't a lot involved. I mean, there's a tree and leafage, and then there's the skull here, a little girl, and then big flowers here and grass, little bunnies. But I think, you know, when I look at the other ones, they just look so intimidating. So this is the one that I found the least intimidating. And just so you know, I've already put some Scotch tape on the back here so that my page doesn't rip. Now, I'm not going to go through all my books and do that all at once. I think I'm just going to put Scotch tape, and it's clear so you can't see it, and it's going to keep my page from ripping out. So again, these extra pages here are not pages that I want to finish. It's pages that I want to start. I want to end up with a lot of whips. In January, I did 10 pages and finished with 1 whip. In February, I think it's 11 pages done, and it'll be the page, or it'll be the video just before this one or just after this one that I'm going to share all the pages that I got done. So this month, March, I'm hoping to have still like 10 pages done, 11 pages done, whatever it is, but more than one whip. Like I finished January and February with one whip. So I'd like to have more. And this next book, again, Dragons, Dragon du Monde by Diane Dufour. And I have a couple flagged in this one, and I don't plan on starting both. It's just that I don't know which one I want to do. I like this one in the little cup of tea or coffee, whatever. I think it must be tea because that looks like a teapot. And the next one is this one. It is so cute. I really loved, there's another one with a whole bunch of books they're reading, and I'm like, oh, that is so cute. I really love it, but it's very intimidating because of the number of books. So I was like, I really love that one, but just too many books, like just too much. And this one here, it's probably the same amount of books, but the books are bigger, so I think they're going to be easier to color. I don't know. It just looks easier to me, so we're going to go with it. So one or the other in this one here. But if I'm going to be starting 2 whips every week in 4 weeks, that is 8 whips. I'm just thinking because from my Patreon for scrapbooking, every time that there's 5 Tuesdays, I do 5 videos, and March is one of the month that is going to have 5 Tuesdays, but there's probably not 5 Saturdays, so it'll probably still only be 4. The last one here is A Million Sea Creatures by Lulu Mayo, and that's the only one that I really haven't chosen a page, but I really like this one, so we'll put this one here. And I really like, let me see. There's just so many in here. It was hard to choose. And the ones that I found, like color alongs, they weren't my favorite. Let me put it that way. So I was like, oh, I don't know. Like I know there's a color along, but it's not my favorite. So I think I'd rather pick a favorite, and then, you know, if I have to figure out the colors, I have to figure out the colors. I just can't do too many that I figure out the colors. I'm just too new to this, and I find it challenging to choose colors. So that's why I go to a color along. Not necessarily that a lot of them, I'll follow exactly, but a lot of them I'll just go right at the end of the video and figure out the color placements, and then I go somewhat close to that. Okay, so now that is it. Those are all the pages that I want to color in the month of March, but also a bunch of books where I want to start some whips. So if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit subscribe if you're enjoying these videos. If you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, leave me a comment down below, and I want to thank you so much for watching. Bye.